In a forgotten village at the edge of a vast desert, there lived a blacksmith named Arav. His arms were strong, his back bent from years of striking iron, yet his heart carried a weight heavier than any anvil. Arav once dreamed of greatness to create a blade so flawless it could be remembered for centuries, but years of failure dulled his spirit. The villagers mocked him. A blacksmith with dreams is just a fool covered in soot. He laughed with them sometimes, but when the forge cooled and silence crept in, his soul burned with shame. One evening, a wandering monk arrived at his workshop. He watched Arav hammering, sweat dripping, sparks flying. The monk asked softly, "Why do you strike with such force, yet with no faith?" Arav frowned. "Because I have struck for years and achieved nothing. My fire is weak, my hands clumsy. Perhaps fate has decided I was not born for greatness." The monk picked up a half finished blade, jagged and uneven. He held it up against the dim light of the forge. "This," the monk said, "is not failure. This is becoming." Arav's brows knitted. "Becoming?" The monk nodded. "Iron is useless until it survives the fire, the hammer, and the endless beating. Only when it has suffered enough does it reveal its true strength. Do you not see? You and this blade are the same." That night, Arav could not sleep. The words echoed in his mind. "The blade and I is the same." The next morning, he lit his forge with a new fire, not of coal, but of faith. Each strike of the hammer became not punishment, but purpose. He no longer rushed to finish, no longer cursed his mistakes. Every flaw was a lesson, every failure a step. Weeks turned into months. His hands blistered, healed, and blistered again. His arms shook with exhaustion, but he refused to stop. And then, one dawn, as the first ray of sun kissed the village, Arav quenched a blade unlike any he had ever forged. Smooth, flawless, shining with a light of its own. When the villagers saw it, silence fell. They could not mock him anymore. The blade was perfection, but more importantly, so was the man who had made it. Years later, travelers spoke of the blacksmith who forged not with iron, but with soul. Arav became a legend not because he created a perfect sword, but because he himself had been forged in the fire of struggle. And whenever young apprentices asked him the secret of greatness, he simply smiled and said, "You are the iron. Life is the fire. Do not fear the hammer, for every strike shapes you."